Hey everybody, welcome to the Second Man Leadership YouTube channel, and I'm so excited to talk about this topic. It's about one-liners. You know, in your lifetime, you heard great one-liners, and that's what we're going to talk about. One-liners will make you great. One-liners will make you stupid. One-liners will make you laugh at. So stay tuned after this quick introduction, then I'll see you on the other side. Hey, welcome back. I am so excited that you decided to stay here just for the next 5 minutes because we're going to talk about one-liners. One-liners in your personality skills, or one-liners in your leadership skills, or one-liners being a parent can help you to train other people. One of the greatest one-liners I kept all these years, and I heard it for somewhere, is to reach someone's greatest potential, you catch them doing something right. And that one-liner stayed with me. If you're a grandparent or if you have grandkids and your grandkids will say, hey, my grandpa used to say this one-liner. See, one-liner can really help you in your personality. Oh yeah, so-and-so said this one-liner. Or if you're in a meeting and you come up with this great one-liner to start your meeting out, to set that stage, that one-liner can define the whole meeting. If you're a person that are a motivation speaker, or a person that teaches leadership class, or you're a teacher, that one-liner that you come up with will define that motivation speech. For example, I even wrote some stuff down. Let me see if I can bring it up here. One-liners that, let me see here. Let me bring up my notes here. I wrote down some great one-liners just prepared for this class. And here's some one-liners. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Here's one-liner I came up with this introduction. Leaders are not born, they are made. And that is true. Leaders today are not born leaders. You can be made leaders by going through the task over and over and being taught by other leaders. My leadership grew by listening to other leaders. My leadership personality grew by being taught. Leaders are not born, they are made. Here's another statement that I wrote down. Leaders are made by growing others. See, leaders are made by growing others. Your leadership, your management, your style, your coaching style, your personality styles will improve your leadership, your management by growing others. That's why I wrote that statement down. Leaders are made by growing others. Also, one-liners can make you sound dumb. One-liners can make you be laughed at. That's why take the time when you're preparing yourself, when you do a motivation speech, or when you even do a YouTube channel. Even YouTube channels has to come at that one statement that defines your YouTube, or that one statement that defines your class, or one statement defines your PowerPoint. That one statement just helps you focus on your task that you're trying to present. Another one that says, good leaders are easy to follow. And that is true. Great leaders, people want to follow because they're easy to follow. Another one I wrote, leaders wear 24/7 flak vests. Why? Because we take all the hits. That's why every time I go to meetings, I don't wear a flak vest, but I know that I'm going to take bullets for the team because I am a leader. Sometimes you'll take bullets for what your kid's done in your home. Great leaders wear flak vests 24/7. It's okay to take hits. It is okay to take the bullets. It is okay to be the person that people go to and just shoot all the bullets at you. I'm a leader. I wear flak vests. Another statement I wrote down here, leaders are there to pick up pieces. Leaders are there to pick up pieces. That's right. Sometimes people's plates are so full of tasks and it will drop on the floor, not by purposely, not by intentionally, but they just overflow with tasks. As leaders, you could go in there and pick up those pieces and make that individual look good by helping them complete that task. Even leaders like myself, my leader plate is always full of tasks. It's always overflowing. That's a good thing. When your plate is overflowing and just a lot of tasks, that means people are depending on you to accomplish that task. Yes, there's be times and moments that I will drop a task to accomplish another task. But that task still needs to get picked up and accomplished. Yes, granted, I will drop it on the floor, but eventually I have to pick it up and complete that task. That's why I wrote that statement down. Leaders are there to pick up pieces. How did you get these great quotes? By reading books, by listening to audios, by listening to leadership, by listening to self-motivation. Go to secondmanleadership.com, and there's a great reference books that I'm building just for you guys that you can improve your self-esteem. You could prove your leadership. You could prove being a great husband. You could prove being a great mom, great dad. You know, even that, even kids will remember one-liners. Now, sometimes you can go out and do one-liners and it's not going to work. Write it down. Not a good one-liner. It happens. All right. But if you keep at it of generating one-liners, that will define your personality. Even if you're a teacher personality, and we talked about 6 different personalities in a YouTube segment last week about teachers personality. If you're a teacher, you need to come up with great one-liners to define the objective that you're trying to accomplish or trying to make that statement. Another one I wrote down, leaders live to be leaders. I enjoy being a leader. I enjoy being a second man. I enjoy my management skills. I enjoy teaching others. I enjoy helping others. I enjoy coming up with one-liners, because leaders live by leaders, live to be leaders. Another one wrote down is good leaders have successful people. Good leaders have successful people. If you want to be a great leader, you make the people around you very successful. If you want to become a great leader, you make sure those people around you are getting the praise. Leaders don't need the praise, but the people around you, they do. Like beginning of the statement I wrote, that I heard somewhere in my lifetime, to reach someone's greatest potential, you catch them doing something right. I'm always learning to be leaders, always trying to improve my leadership skills. That's why I go to secondmanleadership.com, grab those books, read it, listen to it audio. I have the links down below. Hey, do me a favor, comment below. What are your favorite one-liners? What are your favorite one statements that you actually live by? And comment. I like to hear that one-liners from you, because I might use on the next segment. Or sometimes when you, I use one-liners to get me refocused when I'm speaking. I will write a one-liner. Sometimes us leaders, we go off in the right field or we go off in the left field. We never stay in the center. Sometimes that one statement, that one-liner helps me to get back on track when presenting the work. I am not a great speaker. I never will be. But maybe if I come up with that one statement, that one-liner that helps someone, then I serve my purpose as a leader. I will never be a famous YouTuber, but at least I can give it a shot and come up with those one-liners. YouTubers out there, it is great when you start a segment of one statement one-liners, because it tracks me. Oh wow, that is a cool statement. I want to hear the rest of it. Especially when you get to speak behind a podium. One-liner can define. You can have the one-liner behind you. That will define who you are in your leadership styles. Another one I wrote down, good leaders have successful people. We talked about that. Leaders come in last place. Leaders come in last place. Why? Because the people in front of me is doing mostly all the tasks, and I am just that leader in the back, just pushing them. I want them to be first. I want them to succeed first. I want them to be in the spotlight. I want them to get the good praises. In the military, as a leader, we eat last. All the subordinates and all the soldiers beneath us, they get to eat first because leaders always last. Another one I wrote down is praising leaders is good, but praising people is better. Every once in a while, if you see a leader, you need to praise them, but it's better to praise the people. For example, you're working with another leadership and he has people underneath you. Praise the people. Say, hey, boy, you're doing a great job. No wonder the leader picked you for this task. Hey, no wonder that you are assigned this task. You're doing a great job. See, leaders need to give out praises, not only to other leaders, but also the people. They need to hear that. It motivates them. It encourages them. Another one thing I wrote down is people follow leaders when they are praised. People follow leaders when they are praised. That is true. And that goes back to my core of my leadership. To reach someone's greatest potential, you catch them doing something right. Another one, I don't know if I said this already. Leaders don't give up on people, they train them. Leaders don't give up on people, they train them. Granted, you might have somebody in your organization, or you might have somebody that are just very simple people, or they just can't handle so many tasks all at once. You take that specific task and you train them over and over and over and over and over. Why? Because they're going to learn to master that task. They're going to learn to be great leaders on that task. And when they're done mastering that task, move on to something else. Then they are growing their self-esteem. Because why? You're taking the time and training them. You're taking the time of motivate them to accomplish that one task. Maybe in their lifetime, they never had anybody to train somebody in that one typical task. Or those leaders give up them because they failed in that task. They failed in that task because there were not great leaders to train them. Always train your people. Sometimes you might have to go over and over and over and over, but eventually enough training will make them great leaders in that task. People follow leaders when they are praised. We talked about that. Leaders need to walk away so they can learn. Leaders need to walk away so they can learn. Sometimes as leaders, we micromanage the task. After you train them on several times, it's times that you just need to walk away and let them figure out on their own. Oh, that's right. He said to do it this way. Oh, I made a mistake. I need to go back and redo it. Let them take ownership of that task. Let them take ownership of that personality. Sometimes as a father myself, I train my son to be a great leader. Sometimes, my son maybe have a hard time doing dishes. I trained him over and over and over. Sometimes I just need to walk away and let him do the dishes. Sometimes I need to walk away and let him fill the dishwasher. Sometimes I need to walk away knowing that he accidentally put a knife in a soapy water and he cut himself. Those tasks, they just have to learn. So that's why I say leaders need to walk away so they can learn. Another great one-liner I like, leaders can live without titles. I don't need a title to be a leader. I don't need to be a associate to someone else, or I need to hold that CEO title, or I need to have that management title. Titles to me does not bother me. What helps define other people are them. It's them that makes you great leaders. Titles does not define your leadership. You define the titles. You make that title great. I don't need a title to be a great leader. I don't need to hold my email saying I am so-and-so under this so-and-so under this. So I'm just a leader. I'm just David. I am here to help people. I'm here to accomplish the task in hand and help other people become great leaders. I don't need a title by my name. Another one is hope comes from leaders. Hopes come from leaders. If you're giving hope to other people, then they will follow you. They say, wow, I want to work for him. He gives me hope. You have to portray hope into that task. You have to portray hope in what's being accomplished in your life, even in your personal life. You have to be a leader to yourself. You have to give hope to yourself. That's why you become great leaders. First rule for leaders is to serve. First rule of a leader is to serve. You need to serve the people that are underneath you. You know, I always say, do you need a cup of coffee? Or do you need something to drink? What can I do to help you to complete your task? I am serving them. I am helping them become better and faster. Leaders serve. You serve other people, just like in your home. As a father, a son, I'm a leader, but also I want to serve my home. I want to help my wife doing the dishes. I want to help my wife doing the house. I want to help my wife of doing the chores, because I am a leader. I am a servant to the people that are around me. That's making a great leader. We don't command people, we serve them. We don't command people, we serve them. Being a great leader, you're a servant to them. So we talked about a lot of different one-liners. We talked about, I think I gave you maybe 10 or 15 one-liners that can help you to improve your self-esteem, your self-motivation, your work environment, even your YouTube channel. YouTube channel needs to come up with that one-liner. That one-liner defines your cooking show. That one-liner defines your what you're trying to portray. That's why it's so important that you take the time and come up with those one-liners. If those one-liners don't work, then try it again. If those one-liners failed, then try another one-liner. Don't give up, but always remember, leaders serve people. I hope this is just a brief, quick leadership tips of one-liners. One-liners will make you, break you, or make you laugh. One-liners can define your presentation. One-liners can define your YouTube channel. One-liners can define your Facebook page. One-liners can define your Twitter account, your Instagram. That one-liner can define who you are. So take the time and come up with great one-liners. Google it if you have to. If you come up with the phrase, Google it and get that brain going here. Get that mentality going in here. Go to secondmanleadership.com and go down to the resource material down there and look at some great leadership books, self-motivation books. Great way of coming up with those one-liners. I know that I only have 8 subscribers. I know my Instagrams probably have 34 now. I am growing. My views went up this week. I'm up to 200 views. Thank you for viewing the YouTube channel. Thank you for viewing the Facebook page. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I really want to brand this off to Second Man Leadership, because being a second man, we need to learn to follow, lead, and being a servant. So what is your number one go-to one-liners? What is it? Comment below. Let me hear that one-liner. Hey, this is one-liner that I live by. This is one-liner that helps me to refocus and get back to life. This is one-liner helped me to get out of depression mode. This one-liner helped me to get motivated. There's a book called Gung Gung Ho talks all about a lot of one-liners in their one-line statements. I encourage you to get that book, Gung Ho. Go to secondmanleadership.com and find that book called Gung Ho. It will teach you how to be that one leader. It teach you how to motivate others. Teach you how to be that one-liner leadership. One-liner leadership can actually benefit you personally. People say, I like that one-liner. People say, wow, I got something out of that one-line statement. You know, you could talk for 10, 15, 20 minutes like I do. But if you just come up with that one statement that they remember from this YouTube broadcast or your broadcast or your Facebook channel, that one-line statement that helps them, then is worth it. So take the time and come up with one-liners. All right? I hope this was a help to you. I try to keep these YouTube sweet, short, to the point, because I don't want a 45-minute segment. Trying to keep it 10, 15, maybe 7, 8-minute segments. But if you have that one liner that you go to, I want to hear about it. Comment below. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram. Go to secondmanleadership.com. On the left-hand corner, you see all the social media that I broadcast to. And I am looking forward to growing with you. I am looking forward to sharing that's being a great leader, self-motivation, improvement in your life. Come up with one statement and live by it. Maybe you are here to make money, or you're a financial person. You want to make that first 100,000. Come up that one statement that you made up and post it in the mirror, or post it on the refrigerator, or somewhere that you can reference to and get back on track. That one statement will help you for the rest of your life. That one-liner. That's all it takes, a one-liner. All right, see you guys later. All right, thanks for following me. Talk to you guys later. Bye.